What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we've found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
It is April 3rd, and Chantal is telling me that what she wants for Christmas is a calendar of me.
Yeah, I do.
Various different outfits and poses over 12 months.
He's a model, and I want my personal calendar.
And then she's telling me the kind of poses she wants to see. I would never have thought, you know what Chantal would really like? A calendar of me. Do I have to put quotes on it?
Yeah, like you're my angel.
You're my angel.
One and only on the second picture. Will you do it for me?
No.
Why?
I'll just Photoshop my head onto a calendar that already is.
No. No, that won't work. I want the real you. I want a picture of you and some cheetahs.
Some cheetahs?
I'm joking. I won't go that far. I just want some nice, cute pictures that I can have forever.
I can just give you pictures. I don't have to make a calendar and stare at myself on your dresser for a full year.
You can't look at yourself?
I think that would be weird. Would you hang it where I could see it?
Yeah, on my dresser. It's not, I'm hanging it so you can see it, just that's where I put it.
But she props it like in an L, so the picture is here and the base is here.
Yeah. Yes, I do. So if you walk into the room, which you do every day, multiple times a day, you'll see yourself. Isn't that okay?
I guess we'll find out.
So you're gonna
I don't know.
get me that as a gift. That would be that close to the electric blanket. I think that would be number 2.
What? It's that significant?
Yes, you're a model. You're beautiful. Is that too much?
I don't know.
All right,
Guys.
guys.
Maybe that's... I just never thought of doing that myself before. Will you make one for me also?
I keep no, because you don't want that of me.
I would love to have that of you.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes.
You're copying
Let me see you in all your sexiness.
No, really?
Yes.
Stop.
Why not? Why don't I get a calendar?
You don't want that, and I know it. I know it.
I don't even look at calendars, but I think
Exactly.
we need to have one.
Whatever. You don't want it. You're just copying me. All right, can we get on with this
Well, how
episode?
about some photos then?
Whatever, and that's what I
Are
have
you
to.
serious?
Absolutely.
Why don't you want photos taken?
Because I will take something like here, and you're like,
No, because you have to go and have them done.
no,
They'll do them the way I would like to see them.
Okay.
Because a real photographer will help show the best of you. Whether you like it or not, they can help see what other people see. Okay, you know this. Everybody's done this. There's pictures of you and you're like, oh my god, that's a horrible picture. But everybody else saying, oh, you look beautiful. Like, oh, that's an amazing picture. Like, but you don't like that picture.
Yes,
no, take
I've
it down,
had
delete it.
All the
That's
time.
Chantal all the time. Like, man, that's an amazing picture. Like, no, delete that, delete. Give me your phone, delete it. Like, that was a really good picture. But what you saw wasn't what you like to see in pictures.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'd like to see what I like to see out of you in pictures without you being the one who goes through and says, not this one, not this one. Let, like a photographer say, there's some beautiful shots. Someone who knows and can bring the best out of you.
All right.
That's what I want to see.
All right. But if it wasn't for me and the calendar pictures, you wouldn't have came up with that on your own. That's all I'm
True.
saying.
Okay,
It's
this
not
isn't
your
even a
interest.
question.
It's not, but we've made it one.
Okay.
What's the best gift you'd want from your significant other? There you go. That's the best gift I would want from you. Closest to the electric blanket. All right, guys. Welcome back to Date Night Conversations. I'm Chantal.
And I'm Greg.
And in this video, guys, Greg and I are going to ask each other 3 random questions. So questions we have never, ever asked each other before. Why are you laughing so hard?
I love these date night conversations. I love the questions, just make you think on a deeper level, and the conversations they turn into.
Yeah.
Just like the one we were starting with. it just makes conversations happen.
It really,
thinking about what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, I don't know how we got into that, but we got into it. So.
All right, guys, remember, comment down below. We love to hear your responses to these questions.
Yeah, for sure. Not only are Greg and I learning more and more about each other, which is super crazy, guys. I recommend you guys just take some of these questions, write it down, and ask your partner, because these questions can evolve to different conversations that you probably have never had before. And I think it's really neat that some of these questions are able to do it.
Oh, there's just such a mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. Like, it still makes you think something you haven't thought before.
Yes, and I love that. I love that. All right, but you ready to get into it?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get into it.
Okay, my turn. I got question number 1.
Okay, you're up.
If you could live in a sitcom, which one would it be and why?
A sitcom?
You don't watch sitcoms.
Yeah, so now I have to think about what I have seen.
Yeah.
And which one of those could I see myself in?
Which one of those would you see yourself in?
Wow. That's how you know I haven't watched TV in a long time.
Yeah, but I can throw some out. Think about it. Come on.
Think about it.
You watch shows, the half-hour funny shows you would watch, like after school, in the evening, growing up. Did you watch Family Matters?
Family Matters, The Cosby, Full House.
So you watch all these things.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be in any of those.
Why not? Are they bad?
No, it's just I don't like.
And listen, look at the shows we're talking about here. Cosby Show, Full House, Family Matters. Do you guys remember those shows?
I think my favorite one that you just mentioned was Full House, so I'd have to go with Full House.
Full House?
Yeah.
Did you watch Full House, like, often?
Yes, I did.
Who was your favorite uncle? Jesse or Joe?
Joey, you mean?
Yeah, Jesse or Joey. Was it Joey? They call him Joey? I remember Jesse.
It would have been Jesse.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Random question.
Yeah, so random, but it would be Jesse. And I don't know why. It's just I think I really liked Mary-Kate and Ashley, like watching them be in it, and the younger crowd. Like I just think it's like, oh, it was so relatable. It's like, oh, I wish I could do that. Or I wish I did the things they did. And I used to read Mary-Kate and Ashley books.
Oh, okay. So Full House of the ones that you can think of.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the theme music.
What about you?
Oh my gosh, because I think the shows that the sitcoms that I've watched, it's sort of the same thing. I don't know that I'd want to live in that. If you could live in a sitcom, which one would it be and why? Is there a sitcom where it's like, yeah, that would be amazing?
That's what I'm trying to think.
No, man.
You know what? Sister was good too.
Okay, I was waiting for you to say something like that.
Sister would be good too. Saved by the Bell.
Oh, Saved by the Bell.
What's that other one with Topanga? Boy Meets World. Gosh, I'm really jogging my memory here. Man, guys, when TV was a thing, we didn't have iPads and things like that growing up.
Does Big Bang count?
Yep.
I think the Big Bang Theory is the only one, because these guys just do a whole lot of really random stuff in all different directions, and I think I would learn a lot, and it would just be fascinating if I was part of that world. But the other shows that I watch, I'm like, they're interesting, they make me laugh, but I wouldn't want to live in it. I wouldn't want to live in Roseanne. That didn't look like, you know what I mean? It's one thing to have fun, but or Married with Children, or like.
Oh, there's another one.
Even Scrubs. Like I love, that's my favorite show right now, Scrubs, and I'm like watched all 9 seasons through a couple times, but I wouldn't want to live in that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the one with the Wayans brother in it? Wayans brother?
There's a sitcom?
Yeah. How can I forget it?
With one of the...
I think it's called My Wife and Kids.
I don't even know. Yeah, because I don't know that one.
That one, and the one with
My Wife
My Wife and Kids. And what's the one back in the day?
Babe, how come you can't remember them? Stop.
That's so Raven.
Then it doesn't count.
Oh man, there's so many of them. Okay. I liked Full House and I liked My Wife and Kids, so I think it'd be one of those two. My Wife and Kids, just because I just thought that show was really funny. I'm like, I can see myself being in there.
Does 2.5 Men count?
Yeah. It's a sitcom too.
Yeah, that might be fun.
Alright, we're turning it over to them. Alright guys, let's read the question one more time. If you could live in a sitcom, which one would it be and why? You guys know what to do. Comment down below. Alright, we are moving on to the second question.
This question is yours.
I'm up. What do you think are my best qualities?
What do I think are your best qualities?
Yep.
I feel like I answered these in in a previous episode. What's different about you from people I've been with?
Yeah,
and it's probably your qualities.
Right.
Do you want to hear the list again?
Oh. You're so funny. I mean, it's good to hear, but you don't have to.
What are your best qualities?
Go so deep.
I think one of your best qualities is your ability to bring out the best in others. I think that's huge, and I get to live with that. So, like, by far, you make me feel better about myself than like anybody ever. Like you let people know like things that like feel good to hear. I don't know how else to say that.
Oh, thank you.
So like you find that in other people when you're talking to them. You make people smile and make people feel the best they've felt about themselves. I think that's important. And so yeah, I imagine that as being a nurse, I would want to be your patient. You know you're cared for. You're gonna feel the best you could feel in that situation if you were there. That's how I feel. So
that's really sweet. Thank you.
What do you think are my best qualities? What would that quality be? How would you just like? Is there a word for that? No, you bring out the best in others. So that's one of your best qualities. It could be caring. And another one is your drive and your determination. Thank
you. Yours would be, it's repetition, but that's okay. Yours would be like just your thought process, like your intelligence, your intellect is so beautiful, and like the way you share that with me and have me think on different levels is amazing, because you've taught me so much and you've helped me grow where I'm able to look at the world from a different lens. And it's a lens that is compatible with positivity, happiness, and success. And you are the main person in my life that, you know, if I'm the driver, that's fine, but you've built the infrastructure. And I'm just like using my qualities to drive with you backing it into theory and telling me, well, this is how it's going to work, because you're more of the analytical thinker and you help me design the puzzle. I just have to put the pieces to it. And I think it's an amazing quality to have somebody like you that is able to be an analytical thinker, care for me the way you do, and support me the way you do is amazing. And it doesn't matter what it is. It just doesn't matter what it is. You're always there 110%. And I think that you are such an irreplaceable person. And I'm so blessed to have you. I can go on forever about this, man, but just amazing. It's just amazing how you just make things work. And you help bring out the best in me. I'm just saying, no one has ever done it the way you've done it. And it's amazing to really connect with someone in all different ways, on all different levels. And that someone so happens to be you. Thank you.
Thank you, babe.
And
those are my best qualities.
Oh, you're so handsome too. That's a quality. Like Greg is so photogenic, guys. He can do anything and look good in pictures. How unfair.
Whatever.
Seriously.
No, that's so not fair.
It is fair, and because everybody says it.
Because you delete the pictures that you look so good in. See, that was bringing us right back to the conversation before we even started this. You think I look great in photos? I'm like, okay, whatever. I think I look like, that's what I see in the mirror, yes. You're like, yeah, it's a good picture. All right, you go with it. But you take pictures the same way and you just don't see that. But everybody else sees that. See?
I don't see it at all. All right. Thank you, though. We're moving on to the last question. That was way too fast. Like,
but we did talk a lot in the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Fast forward 20 years. What does life look like now? 20 years.
Bet y'all want to know how old I'll be in 20 years.
20 years older.
20 years older. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what. 20 years from now, I see me overseeing where my children are and making sure that they're set.
Okay, Chris.
And oh my gosh. Hey guys, Greg always says that I'm a Kris Jenner. Like, he's like, you're just like a Kris Jenner, but I honestly do not see it. I just feel like that's just the way I am. I'm trying to get set up like for life. I want my family to be successful. I want my kids to be successful. I want the people I meet to be successful. It's just who I am. I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. It's just in me.
No, I'm just saying. If I'm watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kris Jenner is like you can see the influence she has on the family. But it's the same thing. She's trying to bring out the best in everybody in her family. And she really wants that for everybody. And that's sort of what I see in you. It's sort of the same thing. You see the potential in everybody in your family and you want the best for them.
Yes, I do. So I see me really, like you've already said it, like I love kids and I feel like my purpose in life was to have kids and love them unconditionally. Even though there are hard days and you're like, oh my gosh, how can kids be like this? Like, I am seriously going insane. At the end of the day, every picture, every scribble drawing, my fridge is a hall of fame because everything they do is amazing to me and it goes on that fridge. That's why my fridge looks that way, but I will not touch anything until they're ready to take it down or I ask, can I put this away in like a folder? Like, those kids, what they do mean everything to me and I can't see that fading. I just see that growing as they grow, and 20 years from now, I just hope that we've been able to influence them to be the greatest person they can be and put that out into the world, and I'll be there just supporting them.
You know what's funny?
What?
That's basically where I'm thinking I am in 20 years. I'm like, I'm sitting back, I'm like just chilling, living my best life, but watching what my kids are doing because it's going to be something amazing.
Yeah.
And like literally when I'm like watching, because I know it's not just going to be they're going to go to a job and do that job. Mm-hmm. They're going to be doing something that's worth watching. That's how I feel.
Yeah. And I'd like to sometimes, have a little say in certain things. I mean, I don't want to overpower them, but I'm just saying, I want them to start being able to think on a critical level. So I'd like to say, hey, have you ever thought about this? Or they come to me as their mentor. Like man, I want to talk to mom and dad and see what they say and appreciate us like that.
Right.
That's what I would say. Yeah.
I feel like there'll be some aspect of their life that's very much like that. Like when I say watch them, I don't necessarily mean they're on television or even YouTube, but they're going to be doing something that's interesting. That's what I feel. Yeah. And I'm hoping I'm a part of helping them get to where it is they want to be ultimately. Yeah. And so I think, and shoot, 20 years from now, will there be grandkids? There will be grandkids.
Oh my gosh.
Most likely, right? If we start adding ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's totally possible too, and seeing how that is. I don't want to have to, where I am right now, I think by the time 20 years from now, I don't want to be caring for grandkids.
I hear what you say.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would love to see them. I would be a great grandparent, but
I would love to see them all the time. I wouldn't mind.
So that's something. Fast forward 20 years, what does life look like now? Yeah, there's grandkids, and my kids are living their best life, as am I, watching sort of what's grown from everything I've done in my life.
Perfect answer. But I honestly can't even think about 20 years from now, okay? Because I just can't, like, the minute the kids show growth, like Jasmine loses a tooth and Maya's pants don't fit, I'm like, you guys are growing on me, just stop. Just stop being little. Just one more hug when you're just this little. Just one more kiss. And it's just like, Danny, you look like, I was looking at him, I'm like, you're getting so big, Danny, stop growing. I just can't, just to think that one day he's gonna have facial hair and a man's voice. Where did my baby go?
Oh, wow. Right?
It's like, that's gonna happen.
20 years from now.
I'm not ready. I'm just not ready for it. Thank goodness we have 20 years, but I'm just...
You'll be 23.
Danny. No, he's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
They all will be.
Okay.
Alright guys, that's what our life will look like, we think, in 20 years. That's what we hope for. But if it changes, we'll be good with that too. We will support our kids no matter what, and we'll roll with the changes. We're turning it back over to you guys. Let's read the question one more time. Fast forward 20 years, what does life look like now? Alright guys, go ahead, answer that question. All you have to do is drop a comment down below. Babe, we're done. That is the end of Date Night Conversations, episode 20.
It's awesome. We're at episode 20 already.
We just keep going and going.
All right, guys. Again, we love the interaction. We love hearing your response to these questions. Please comment down below. Let us know what you think.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.